up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, so it is now officially June 1st, which means it is time for me to tell you guys what anime and manga I finished during the month of May, as well as give you guys my TBR for what I plan to read and watch during the month of June. So let's get started with the anime and manga I finished during the month of May. I have it all written here on my phone. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing we gotta do though is start with anime. So the anime that I finished during the month of May was pretty much Sailor Moon Crystal. I finished seasons 2 and 3 of Sailor Moon Crystal, and I have to honestly say season 3 was probably my favorite. Season 3 had the best animation, and I have to say I really like the banter a lot more in season 3. I feel like seeing the banter of like Usagi and all the rest of the Sailor Scouts and how they kind of in some ways did kind of make fun of her, but like kind of in that fun way that friends usually do, very similar to the 90s anime, is what made me love season 3. And season 3, like many other people, for me was, like I said, the best season, but it's also, strangely enough, the arc that in the original 90s anime I was not the biggest fan of. But yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. If you want to watch Sailor Moon Crystal, it is available currently on Hulu, both subbed and dubbed. I watched it dubbed and I actually really did enjoy it. I think Viz did a good job. So now it's on to manga. So for manga, I actually read so much manga this month. I had decided for the month of May to read one manga volume a day, and I did fairly well all the way up until the last week of May. I had some other stuff going on in my life at the time, and I wasn't able to really read one volume a day, and then holidays kind of came up, with Memorial Day and stuff. So I really didn't read a whole lot of manga. Some days I did kind of skip, but I was able to still read a lot in total. So here's the manga that I completed during the month of May. So I completely caught up on My Hero Academia Vigilantes. As many of you guys know, I started reading this as a part of a readathon, and I started to really enjoy it. So I decided to keep up with it, and I completely caught up with all the current volumes that are out. And I think I'm only off by maybe 2 or 3 chapters of it currently, but otherwise I was completely caught up. Next, I have Love Massage Volume Number 1. Now, this is a manga that I actually had ended up buying off of iBooks, and it was one that's a little bit more on the adult side, and I had wanted to give it a shot, and honestly, I'm really liking it. So definitely recommend checking it out. If you're above the age of 18, please check it out if you don't mind, a little bit of smut or adult stuff. So yeah, definitely started reading that. Next, I read Your Lie in April, volumes 4 through 11. I didn't think I would read the entire thing. I thought I was only going to read maybe 2 or 3 volumes, but I completely finished it, and I have to tell you guys, I enjoyed it so much. I have not watched the anime at this point. I've only read the manga, but the manga is so good. And at first I wasn't for sure about it because it was kind of a little bit slow in the beginning a little bit, but as it kind of progressed, I started to really enjoy the characters. I also kind of got quite a bit sad at the end, although I didn't cry. So I have to say, with the sad factor of me crying, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas really had me crying, but this one had me where my eyes kind of started to feel a little bit misty, but I didn't completely shed a tear. But still, definitely recommend reading it. I did read Your Lie in April on Comixology. They had all the volumes available under their unlimited section, so a part of the subscription. Next, I read Living Room Matsunaga-San volumes 5 through 8. So I had originally was only going to read volumes 5 and 6, but I ended up reading a whole lot more. So I'm completely basically caught up at this point. So I'm just waiting for volume number 9 to come out, and I'm really liking it. It's so good. I'm so happy I picked it up. I'm actually reading Living Room Matsunaga-san on iBooks. So I've been buying the volumes or bought the volumes whenever I got paid or whatever. So yeah, that's where I was reading it. Next is actually a manga that I hadn't originally planned to read during the month of May, but a good friend of mine called Bunny Choi, who's also here on YouTube, but also on Instagram. She actually does a readathon usually during certain months, or each month she tries to do a readathon. So for May, she chose Library Wars, which I had never, ever had read before. And basically, I loved it. Basically, it's a force that's basically there to protect libraries, basically from censorship. And it is amazing. It's both kind of action and got some romance in it. It's so good. And like her, I love to read. So this was right up my alley. I read all 15 volumes, and it was great. I was so happy I was able to read this. And actually, if you want to read the manga, it is available on the Viz Media Manga app. They have all the volumes available on there for purchase for like $6.99, and it's also available on iBooks if you are someone who has an iPhone. But completely loved it. So happy about it. And now that is pretty much all the manga, not that I read for May, but all the digital manga I read during the month of May. Now it's on to physical manga, which maybe you guys know I'm only reading one at this moment. That's why my bookshelf is so empty, because I had to pull them down. And that is Skippy. So I read for Skippy volumes 6 through 16. That is 10 volumes. I read all these during the month of May. And I loved it. It is so good. I'm now at the part where they're starting to film Dark Moon, and they've brought in that new boy group called V Ghoul, which is like in competition with Shay. And I am loving it. I'm loving the like romance slash kind of crush between Ren and Kyoko, and kind of how Shay is like, you're not gonna take Kyoko away from me. Absolutely loving it. So read volumes 6 through 16. Those are not heavy, but they're like, when I try to pick them up, they're like kind of like not falling apart. They're just kind of falling over. But anyway, yeah, there's that. So that is pretty much all the manga that I finished during the month of May. So now, what am I going to read and watch during the month of June? So for anime, what I plan to watch during June. So first up is going to be Sailor Moon Eternals Part 1 and Part 2. The movie comes out on Netflix on June 3rd, and I am ridiculously excited for it. I'm actually surprised, like so many people, that it is coming out on Netflix. I honestly thought it was going to come out on Hulu, but surprise, surprise, Netflix got it. And I'm excited to watch it. Like I said, I think it comes out June 3rd. I plan to watch Part 1 and Part 2. And basically what it's about is about the last arc in the manga, so pretty much kind of like what Sailor Moon Stars is. I think it's involving like Chibi, Usa, and also Pegasus. So I'm so looking forward to it. Looks like it's so much action based off of the trailer, so cannot wait to watch it. And of course I will be doing like a little mini like TikTok little mini like reel or review of it after I watch it. And the next anime I plan to watch that I actually started today before I recorded this was Library Wars, which kind of pisses me off because the title has it as Library War, but the manga is Library Wars. So I don't know why they chose to do that. But after reading the manga, I was like, I really want to watch the anime, and the anime is available on VRV. It is subtitled. It looks like, I don't know when it was done, but it looks like it was done a while ago just based off of the like animation style, I guess. And it's only 13 episodes, so it actually doesn't even cover the entire manga. It only covers up to a certain point, but I'm still really excited about watching it. It looks amazing. Actually, it is amazing. I only saw the first episode, but looking forward to watching more. And the last anime I plan to watch is Love and Lies. This was one that I actually had put on my list for April, I think, but I didn't actually get a chance to get to it, so I do plan to try and get to it this month. And I'm looking forward to watching it. I think it's available both on VRV and on Prime Video, so I'm probably going to watch it on VRV, but looking forward to watching that. And then also once I watch that, I do want to, start reading the manga. So super excited. Now on to manga, the last part of this, which is what I plan to read during the month of June. And the first manga I plan to read is Sweat and Soap Volume number 6. It actually came out today when I'm recording this on June 1st. I'm super excited. I've been waiting for Volume 6 to come out so badly because I finished Volume 5 months ago, and then Volume 6 was supposed to come out like in February, but it kept like getting pushed back or whatever. And then I finally said it's coming out June 1st, so I pre-ordered it. Came out today. Definitely gonna read that today. So by the time this video comes out tomorrow, I will have already finished Sweat and Soap Volume number 6. And the next one I plan to read is More Love Massage, which is going to be volumes number 2 through 5. And like I said, looking forward to it. Can't wait. Next, I have a new manga that I have found on Comixology, and it's called Beware of the Kamiki Brothers. It looks like a really cool, like, romantic comedy. So right up my alley, and I plan to read volumes 1 through 3. And yeah, so not that many. And then of course, I'm also going to read more Skippy. So for Skippy, I'm going to be reading volumes numbers 17 through 23, which basically for me makes me completely caught up on all the physical copies that I have. And then after that, it's going to be strictly digital. So looking forward to reading all these physical copies. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to miss having a physical manga to read. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like whenever I read digital manga, I read it so much faster. But anyway, looking forward to finishing this, or at least getting up to where I'm semi kind of caught up, because I do know that Skippy is at like volume like 41. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then the last manga that I plan to read is one that is also part of my friend Buddy Choi's readathon for June in honor of Pride Month, and that is going to be Blue Flag. I'm going to be reading volumes numbers 1 through 8. Her readathon starts on June 20th, and I believe goes to June 26th. So I'm looking forward to that, because I've seen Blue Flag come up a lot on like my Instagram and my Twitter. So I'm really looking forward to reading it. This will honestly be my first read that's purely like LGBT focused, so I'm looking forward to it. And by no means is it like the reason why I haven't read one is not because I like am not a fan of it or anything else like that. It's just that none of them have really caught my eye to like make me want to read them, and I'm looking forward to reading it and getting into that world and in that mind space, because I'm so glad that there's more representation for people of the LGBTQ community as well as people of color. So I'm looking forward to reading it. Super excited. We'll start that on June 20th. But yeah, that's pretty much all the anime and manga that I plan to watch and read, and I already finished for the month of May and June. So yeah, what are you guys planning to read during June? What did you guys finish during the month of May? Of course, please feel free to comment below your suggestions for shoujo manga that you would like me to read. Check out my last video if you guys want to know more about an idea that I have for trying to find what is the best shoujo manga based off of my own opinion, but off of manga that you guys get to choose for me to read. So yeah, check that video out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, I have links below to all my social media accounts. I have my Instagram, my TikTok, as well as my Twitter, so feel free to check me out all on there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, if you guys like manga, like anime, give this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down. It just kind of lets me know what you guys like and what you guys don't like. And of course, please subscribe if you guys haven't already, because some of you guys are watching my videos, but you're not yet subscribed. So just subscribe, just, you know, hang out with us. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Of course, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy. And of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys.